Hi, real estate enthusiasts. So I want to start touching more on the top 3 things I focus on initially in operations. And so what I'm talking about right now is before you actually close on your commercial facility. So many people, you kind of get your operations in mind and you kind of have something that you're going to utilize. And in a lot of real estate, you don't own the property or do anything with the property until you close. Well, with commercial, once you close, you now own the facility, you own the business. So you want to make sure that your operations starts at least 30 days before closing. One of the things is to build a relationship, have a relationship or something in your contract with the seller. This is incredibly important on a commercial property because your tenants, your clients, everyone that's related to that property right now, they already know the current owners or management company. This could be seller or management company. So make sure that there's something in the contract that states that they are going to be working with you. They're going to still be helping, assisting, anything like that for at least 30 days after you take over the property. Because there is a huge transition phase from when you close on the property, from when you actually have onboarded and transitioned your tenants to your system and figured everything out. So you want to make sure that there's something discussed in writing, that there's a plan involved with the current seller management company after closing. And so you're working with them prior to closing and you have something that they're going to still be with you and assisting after closing. So this is super helpful. Number 2 is to get your operations up and running. So you do not want to wait until after closing. So you want to make sure that you know what software system you're going to be using, what bookkeeping system you're going to be using. You want to make sure that you're training any employees that you have that will be running and operating that facility. So sometimes you have a commercial property where you're just hiring a property management company, which is great. So they have a lot of the software, they have everything. So you just need to make sure that you are giving them all the tenant information, all the financials, and that they're actually getting all of that onboarded. And so on the day of close, they have everything already in their system. They have all the tenants already in their system. So at close, you can then be able to send out the emails and text message and phone calls and letters if that's what you do. Everything is ready to go, that the day of close or even before close, you're getting that sent out so the tenants know you're under new management. This is kind of your plans for the property. This is the type of communication, anything that you're sending out to the tenants. So that is another thing as well. You want to make sure that you have your business model, business plan, business, kind of how you're going to be running the facility, because your communication for your property is key because you're now running a business. Commercial properties are fantastic for investors and to own and run. And I mean, there's so many benefits to it, but every single one is different. And even though you have a property management company, you still have kind of your vibe, your niche, kind of what you are bringing to the table to stand out from other, office buildings or storage facilities or multifamily, anything like that. So you want to make sure that your business model is communicated with your property management company, with your call center, with your maintenance team, whoever it may be that you have on board. You need to make sure that they're understanding of the nature of your business, what and how you want to communicate with your tenants, how you want to communicate with your investors. And so everyone's on the same page, because you can submit an idea to your investors and you're saying, hey, this is like our projection, this is what we're going to be doing, this is our plans for takeover. And once you take over, if you haven't actually trained and implemented that with your property management company or your employees, anything like that, then they're not going to know what your intentions and plans and community vibe is supposed to be. And they're the ones that are actually on the front lines that will be communicating that to your tenants and to the maintenance crew and everything like that. So again, all of this happens. You're operating on a commercial property starts before closing. So that's just what I really want to hit home on. This is when you're buying a commercial property, your operations begins prior to closing. So make sure that you've developed a relationship with the seller or property management company. So be in communication with them. Don't let your agent or anyone else create that relationship, because you want to make sure that they are helping you during that transition phase for the first 30 to 90 days plus. In addition to, you want to make sure that you have all of your systems in place prior to closing, your software, the tenant data, the tenant role. You've gotten everything you can possibly get from the property management company, and you've put your spin on it. You've done your research, everything that you need, and you've given it to your property management company or your employees. And then business model. Again, you want to make sure, because this is what's going to set you apart. This is what's going to keep your tenants there, and this is what's going to bring new tenants in. So this is what is you. This is your business ethics, your morals, what you stand for. So create that business plan and make sure that you communicate it and implement it to everyone involved moving forward. So again, operations begins before closing. Comment below, let me know what you think, and stay tuned for my next video.